So, we all remember the absolute hype storm around the first ultra-thin iPhone, right? It was absolutely stunning to look at. But let's be totally honest with each other here. As an actual daily smartphone, it was kind of a total disaster. Sure, it looked incredibly futuristic sitting on a cafe table, but it was missing two massive hardware pieces that basically forced it to flop. You bought it purely for the aesthetics and immediately regretted it when your screen went black at 2 in the afternoon. Well, I've been digging through the latest supply chain leaks, and it looks like Apple finally woke up. They are fixing both of those fatal flaws in the upcoming iPhone Air 2. And the craziest part about all of this, they are supposedly doing it without adding a single millimeter to the thickness. Which obviously brings up one huge glaring question in my mind. How on earth do you cram more hardware into a phone chassis that is still locked in at just 5.6 millimeters thin? Well, it turns out the answer isn't magic. It is a massive, completely from-scratch internal redesign. From what the reports are saying, Apple engineers basically played a high-stakes game of Tetris inside the casing of the phone. They shifted the motherboard, moved essential components around, and freed up just enough dead space to solve problem number one, the battery. They managed to squeeze a physically larger power cell inside, while still keeping that freakishly slim profile that made the Air famous in the first place. But hold on, because just saying bigger battery really only tells half the story here. The current supply chain leaks are pointing to a capacity of right around 3,500 milliamp hours, which, if you sit down and do the math, is only about an 11% bump over the first generation. Now, if you're a spec nerd, you're probably thinking 11%, that is absolutely nothing. But real-world battery life is where things get super interesting. The new iPhone Air 2 isn't just relying on a slightly bigger battery to get you through the day. It is supposedly getting packed with Apple's next-generation A20 Pro silicon. And this chip is completely different because it is built on TSMC's super advanced 2nm architecture. What does that actually mean for you as a normal user? It means the phone sips power instead of chugging it. You combine that crazy efficient processor with all the upcoming under-the-hood optimizations baked into iOS 27, plus Apple's very own custom-built C2 modem, and you get a device that is relentlessly efficient. It is going to drain noticeably less battery doing everyday basic stuff like scrolling through social media or watching YouTube videos. So you're getting way longer battery life, but your pocket won't feel a single ounce heavier. Okay, but even if they completely cure the battery anxiety, that still doesn't fix the other massive complaint everyone had. The camera, let's face it, paying absolute top dollar for a single lonely lens on the back of your phone feels like a massive joke in this day and age. Nobody wants to be the person taking blurry, zoomed-in concert videos because they don't have the right hardware. Well, the camera system is getting the ultimate glow-up. The leaks are basically confirming that Apple is finally ditching that single lens. Instead, the iPhone Air 2 is going to rock a proper, fully-fledged dual camera setup. We are talking a massive 48-megapixel main sensor, paired right up with a 48-megapixel ultra-wide lens. That means you finally get the flexibility to shoot massive, sweeping wide landscapes, easily fit all your friends in a group shot in tight spaces, and just take significantly better photos every single day. This single move suddenly makes the Air model a legitimate, scary rival to Apple's chunky Premium Pro lineup. But wait, adding a whole second camera module creates a total nightmare for the engineering team. Every single tiny component inside a phone that thin is fighting for precious real estate. Where do you possibly find the physical room for a second massive camera lens? This is the part that genuinely blew my mind when I read it. According to the absolute latest chatter from the supply chain, Apple pulled off a magic trick with the front of the phone to fix the back of the phone. They completely redesigned the Face ID hardware. They shrunk the entire biometric sensor array down into a vastly smaller, much more compact little module. By shrinking Face ID, they magically freed up the exact amount of internal volume needed to comfortably fit both the bigger battery and the brand new dual camera system. And they did it all without compromising that gorgeous, ultra-thin aesthetic that people love. If this actually pans out to be true, it might honestly go down as one of the smartest, most clever internal engineering feats Apple has pulled off in a decade. Oh, and as a quick bonus, the screen is getting some major love too. The leaks are strongly pointing to a gorgeous 6.55-inch LTPO display. And yes, it will finally have that buttery smooth 120Hz ProMotion refresh rate. Not only does that mean all your swiping and gaming will feel incredibly fluid, but the LTPO tech means the screen can drop its refresh rate way down to save even more power when you're just reading text. It is a highly adaptive display, which just feeds right back into fixing that battery problem we talked about earlier. So let's wrap this up and look at the big picture. If all these leaks hold water, the iPhone Air 2 is no longer just a fragile, compromised fashion statement. It is bringing truly premium, flagship-level performance, battery life that actually lasts all day long, and a camera system that doesn't feel like a massive downgrade. So my absolute biggest question to you guys is this. If Apple actually fixed these two massive, glaring headaches from the first Air, is it enough to make you finally pull out your wallet and buy it? Or are you just permanently a Pro Max brick carrier for the rest of your life? Drop your honest thoughts down in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe if you enjoyed this deep dive breakdown, and I will catch you guys in the next video.